Okay, this is a quick one. This is my Hoover Junior, which is still used to clean the downstairs of the house. So as you can see, it's it's a working machine. It's covered in a bit of muck, but there you go. Now, when you go down to the local refuge place, you'll see skips piled high of Dysons and all those new fancy plastic vacuum cleaners that have probably only lasted 3 or 4 years, but this thing has lasted quite a bit longer. As far as I can make out, this is a 1957, and like I say, it's still in everyday use. Well, not everyday use, but it's it's the vacuum that does all the downstairs of the house, like I say. Now, it was probably restored in about 1995. As was common back in the day, there was private individuals, there was shops, there was market stall holders who would restore these things and sell them on, recondition them. That's the word I'm looking for. And this is what this is. This is a reconditioned unit. And probably what happened at the time was it would have had a new front cover put on, a new bump strip, new bag, new electric cable, and probably new brushes in the motor, and any bearings that were issues would have been replaced. And it was all relatively simple to do. It is an incredibly simple unit. Behind this front cover here, you can see the suction fan, which is in there, and basically that spins quite fast, sucks air from this chamber here through a ducting out through a tube here, and onto the end of the tube there is a bag which is held on with a rubber band. Where's the rubber band? There's the rubber band. And it fills the bag up, and you remove the rubber band, you empty the bag, you put the bag back in to this, and around you go. So from that point of view, it's very straightforward. Now, this rubber belt, which as you can see is in the process of disintegrating, this is one of the problems. The belts you get today just don't seem to hold up. That's actually hasn't got long left, has it? But anyway, so that twisty belt turns the beater, which is on the bottom, which is this thing here, and that rotates, and the brushes rub the pile of the carpet, release the muck, and enters into this chamber here, like I say, and gets sucked up, and away it goes. In fact, looking at this now, the sticker, is that trying to tell me 20th of June 2000? Oh, maybe that's when it was restored then. Okay, right, fair enough. And if I lift this up, you can see the belt going around. Oh, it's really starting to deteriorate now. Until recently, you could still get all the parts for these, but I did have an issue recently getting some new brushes. They appear to be totally out of stock, and I had to get some second-hand ones off eBay. Well, actually, I bought the entire beater assembly with these new nice brushes in, and that'll keep it going for a while. Take these screws off and you can get to the motor, which I don't think is very powerful. I think it's only about 250 watts. So it's a very lazy motor. And the issue with these is the brushes wear down, but I checked the brushes probably about 2 years ago, and the brushes were just fine. I'm going to guess these wheels are new and this assembly is new. But the main body of the machine, I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually aluminium. So it's got a good structure to it, and everything else is pretty much replaceable. It's getting to the stage now where it probably needs Hang on, I'll quickly show you this belt thing going around here. Ready? Simple as that. So this cover comes off so you can put the belt on, obviously, but it also comes off because originally you would be able to get a kit that would have allowed you to put attachments on so that you could do stairs and things like that, you know, like a tube thing. You can see how often it is these days. Right, so it could probably get to the stage now where it's going to need another overhaul. So I'm probably looking at putting a new bump strip on it, a new bag because this is starting to fray. Obviously need a new belt for it. Probably give it a spray over. There you can see the aluminium. Spray it over, make it all nice and white again. Maybe a new electric cable, although it looks okay. And then hopefully it'll be good to go again for another 20 odd years. But you know, like I say, it still works just the way it should. I want to break free.